I like it. I like this groove. Hey everybody. Hopefully we're all having a really terrific time this evening. I hope you are. Different kind of spring break. I like how Josh, he's already brought that up, that he beat me in the competition in California, Missouri. I don't know if anyone's ever been there, but there's like population like 9. And my theory is that he won because they had a soft spot for him because he works with retarded, I don't know how to be politically correct.
Developmentally disabled.
Yeah, developmentally, yeah, I can even say that, so I guess I'm retarded too. Good point though, good point. So with this whole gay marriage thing in the Supreme Court, I honestly don't really give a shit, but when Josh said that he's a homeowner now, like, all I could think was, I'm a homo. Ner. Now, because I'm a child trapped in a child's body that's taller than most children's bodies. I guess. Okay, so we're moving on here. So as a pedestrian, like, I hoof it a lot, and I realize that I see a lot more of what's going on in movement than people in cars and shit. And one example is a couple days ago, I was walking, and just on the side of the street, I saw one of those early pregnancy tests just laying on the ground. And then I just started thinking, like, I guess someone was just taking the pregnancy test, like, while in transit of some kind. Like, is that what they're doing? Like, some lady just like, oh, I'm driving the car, like, oh, I knew it. Just throw it out the window. I don't know. It's just one theory. There's no bad ideas in brainstorming. I also noticed something that kind of alarmed me. You know, a lot of people, they talk about, oh, you can't text while you drive, it's so dangerous. The fuzz are trying to crack down on that. And I do think that texting and driving is fucking dangerous. It's probably like smooching on a wiener while you're driving. It's like I've never done it before, but I would imagine it needs a little focus. But I saw a guy pulling out of the Steak and Shake, and he was eating an ice cream cone. Ice cream cone. Has anyone ever eaten an ice cream cone in here? There's a certain kind of finesse, there's a certain kind of grace that you need to have when you're eating an ice cream cone, even if you're just sitting on a chair. But while you're driving, why don't you just build some fucking Legos while you're driving too, you fucking idiot. I'm worried about the future. But then again, this is coming from someone who on more than one occasion has played guitar while driving. But it's okay for me because I'm tall and I can just steer with my leg. That's a road trip for me. But that's true also. But if I ever got pulled over while playing guitar, while driving, what am I gonna say to the officer? Oh no, it's not what it looks like. It's exactly what it looks like. I was playing guitar. Just give me my ticket now for $8 billion. I'll definitely pay it tomorrow. Because I'm a pimp. So I've been watching, I surf on the YouTube a lot, and it always intrigues me, like, the shit that gets popular. Because, like, I got some videos of my own, and they're not, and I'm kind of jealous. But one of the things that I saw that got real popular was that Harlem Shake. Harlem Shake. So I don't know if any of you have finally broken down and watched like one or two of them, but I was hanging out with some friends, we were bored, it was like thunder snow day, so we were just like, oh, let's see what the fuck this is. And I saw a few, and I get it, it's cute, it's just like people hanging out, being all normal, and then all of a sudden the stupid song comes on and they start going crazy. But one of them really worked for me, and the reason why, well, I'll tell you which one. It's like this big warehouse with like tons of people, and then the song comes on, there's people shaking on the floor, dancing, having seizures and being dumb. And not that people that have seizures that's not dumb. That's just people have seizures sometimes. That's a different story for a later date. But this one that really caught my attention was there was one guy, and all he did for the whole song was punch a giraffe like in the face while staring at the camera. I enjoyed that. Okay, I just found one today. A YouTube video that's getting real popular. Has anybody seen the one? It says, no, I don't mean to interrupt. But there was one YouTube video I found earlier today, and the title says, "Woman gives accurate description of a hailstorm." Kabooyah. And it was only like 30-some seconds, so I'm like, yeah, I think I can invest a half a minute to see that one. So it's like, it starts with like a newscast, like, oh, a hailstorm, and then they clip to this African-American woman. It doesn't matter who it is, like, whatever she said is fucking hilarious. She's like, oh! That hairstyle, oh, that shit was crazy. It was like the size of $quarter. It was crazy. And she's like, it was like came down. It was like kabooyah, kabooyah. And then I opened up the door and it was hitting me in the head. And I ran to call my mom to see if she was all right. Okay, I guess there's maybe like 2 people listening right now. It's funny to me, and that's all that matters, isn't it? Yes. No. I want us all to have a terrific time. I also like on YouTube, sometimes I like reading comments, because sometimes they're fucking hilarious. But the one thing that sucks is like, the first comment you read is like the last one that was posted. So you're basically like reading a book backwards, like if you want to follow the story. Like, the first thing you see is like, okay, Pac-Man 194, like, obviously you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And you're like, what? Who's yelling at Pac-Man? And then you gotta like backtrack and find out what the story is. Stupid. Somehow I stumbled upon a YouTube thing that it was soldiers like coming back from war to their dog. Like they're coming home after not seeing their dog for like 6 months or a year or whatever. It's touching, it's cute. But there was one with Jack Russell Terriers. Like this guy comes home to his Jack Russell Terriers and they're just freaking out. And then it's adorable. And then one of the comments was, oh, your Jack Russell Terriers sure are cute, and boy did they love their daddy! Exclamation point. And then the follow-up said, our Jack Russell Terrier, Anne, got killed by coyotes last year. ... We still miss her. Like, really? Did you really feel like that comment should have been made? Like, you're just like, oh my god, your dogs are adorable. Mine was brutally murdered. Like by a pack of wild animals last year. We're currently not over it. Like, that's what that said to me. And then one of them, I don't know why I think it's so funny, but one of the comments said, faggoty as faggots. The dogs are dumb as fuck, and so are you for joining the military. And that had me laughing already, but then, one might think, like, oh, who would say such a thing? Like, what kind of mean-spirited person would make a comment like that? Well, the person that made that comment calls themselves Toaster Yummies. YUMMYS. Yummies. You gonna take that shit seriously? Fucking yummies. Yo, T-Yummies. Kiss some dick. Can I go on maybe another minute or two? About other things that nobody really gives a shit about? So my brother turned me on to this show called Boardwalk Empire. Has anybody seen that? It's a HBO, it's kind of like set in the 20s, and it just shows you like, East Coast, like Atlantic City and the casinos and all this stuff, like how it grew and how brutal it is. But, my problem with it, and I hate saying this, is Steve Buscemi. Now look, the guy, he played Donnie in The Big Lebowski, so he's forever, like eternal. I'm a fan. Like, I like him, he's a good actor or whatever, but the problem is in this show, like, there's too many scenes of him, like kissing someone and just embracing someone. He's not just an ugly man, like, he's just an ugly creature in general. And I know I'm not the best looking guy in the world, but it's unnerving. It's just, oh no, don't touch a mouth with your head. Like, that's, just gangly, like, he's a rare specimen. I've seen a lot of them, and I'm pretty sure he's a rare one. Got that fucking snaggletooth, just gangly, like George Burns on The Simpsons, only not quite as old yet. Disgusting. All right. Well, I guess that's all I've got tonight. But thank you, everyone, for coming out. My name is Tom Skinner. And like Bill said, if you guys like any of the comics tonight, you can find YouTube shows of just exactly this. Grab one of those little index cards and support us. Support your local comics, all right? Be safe tonight. Thank you.